Hi there, this is my lock, and this is a Roto. If I can find the key, there we are. It's a 6-pin lock. It has an extremely narrow keyway, very paracentric, and yeah, a lot narrower. The actual gap is a lot narrower than most YA1 style locks. It has very good tolerances. I'm going to try and pick it in hand for a change. I'll use the Sparrows Euro hook. There may be a little bit of toing and froing here. As I set one spool, it'll drop other pins. See if we can set some of the standards first and get into a false set. Right. There we go, we've got the standard set, and counter rotation 3, I think. Lost that full set, so we touch on 1, we get it back again. Feels like pin 6 at the, or 5, 6 I think. A little bit more counter rotation. Oh, slipped off it. And we've lost that false set again. Let's see if we can coax the lock back into that false set. Come off the tension a bit too much there, and yeah, reset everything. Go, and pin 3. Pin 6. Pin 3 again by the feel of it. And there we go, we get the open. So yeah, you can hear from that outpouring of held breath that yeah, I was expecting a right old battle there, and I got one. So we can lock it back up because it's a snap taff, and we will give it a gutting. Now, there's not a heck of a lot to see in here. It's mainly down to very good tolerances. that it put up such a good fight. Right, let's see. We'll get the circlip pliers. But I mean, when the tolerances are really good on a lock, you don't really need a lot of security pins or very complicated security pins. Of course, it'll add to the difficulty, but you know, if you're keeping costs down as well, then tight tolerances minimise the need for lots of security pins. Let's see if I can. There we go. So, slight beveling on the key pins, but nothing much. We can see the top of the chamber's round, it's not been flattened off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I should have left them in to do have a wee look at the pin effectiveness, but we'll get the lock first and then we'll have a look. So 1 is a standard, 2 is a spool, 3 standard, 4 spool, 5 standard, and 6 is another spool. If I can get hold of it, there we go. And all the springs are the same. I'll just take out one to have a look at. We'll have a closer look. So these spools, if the camera can focus, very sharp edged, nicely made spools, but not spectacular, but slim, well made spools, and like I say, very tight tolerances. That's the overriding factor on that lock on the Roto. Now I know Dom have a lock called a Roto. I'm not sure if Dom and this company here combined at some point. So let's have a look at effectiveness. We've got a steel keeping in chambers 1 and 4 as anti-drill, and the standard drivers in 1 and 4 are steel as well. So pin 2 is just a touch. It's not very active, but 4 and 6. So there we go. So we can see the spool in 2. It is kind of active. It sits, the bottom part of the spool sits just below the shear line, but it's basically just a touch to get that one set. And yeah, so there we go. It certainly doesn't look like it's anything very special or spectacular, but yeah, this Roto has exceptional tolerances and can have you going back and forth quite a bit. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Cheers.